if you were to face knife attackers, if you were to save someone else from a knife attack, if you were to intercept someone using a blade, and we say that you would not have access to firearms. Firearms might even be illegal, and it doesn't matter because you don't have any firearms, or people are nearby, so that it's not safe for you to use firearms because you might very likely hit a bystander. Maybe the bullets would pass through the attacker and into an innocent bystander. The tool you would need then is something meant for a melee. And the thing used by police and security guards and I guess military too, and criminals as well, that is expandable batons or batons. Not expendable, expandable. You really do not want to expend this one, because this one is a Bonowi Baton and it's really expensive. I mean, we're talking about hundreds and hundreds of dollars here. What makes this one so great compared to a lot of the other crap and other batons that aren't crap but are too light is, well, this really does what they are supposed to do, and that is you can. Don't want to strike the furniture into pieces here. I don't want to beat the furniture into coffee wood, as we say in Sweden. No, this is one of the longer versions, and when you extend this, whether you extend it by whipping it out, classic, or you just pull it, it locks when extended mechanism, and you push the button, the cap here, and just shut it, close it again. And it's a bit, you can have a bit resistance if you like, so that you don't pull, or you can choose just leave it open. You can just like this. But the advantage of this really expensive model is that first thing, it's really heavy. It's very heavy, and it's not just heavy to hold it. It's in swords. If it were a sword, you will call it blade heavy. I would say this one is tip heavy, because the balance point is in the middle, making this really a big steel pipe you can carry in your pocket. This is exactly what this is. This is not one of those ASP batons, you know, that you extend a thin shaft and there's a little steel ball at the end, and you're supposed to hit your target with that little steel ball. That is good at some instances, but I prefer this one because this is the optimal point to strike with on this baton, making this part of it a good part to use to strike things. You don't want to strike it with the tip, contrary to what we learned at guard school. You can use the tip, you're supposed to use the tip on a ASP baton because they have a weight distribution that's completely different from this one. But this is just like a steel pipe that you can extend and lock. So the optimal point to strike with is here. If you were to strike here, the thing would just vibrate the impact, most of the impact away, not most of it. I mean, you can probably kill someone with the tip, but you would get far more impact here. And if you are up against crazed people with adrenaline and drugs running around in their system, they won't submit to pain. They will submit to broken bones. You can say sadly enough, or maybe you like breaking bones when the law permits it, I don't know. But, well, if you're forced to use a baton, you want the baton to work with every stroke. And if you were to strike with the middle part here, it would just feel like a heavier strike, but it would be slower, and again the energy would just vibrate away. To deliver the really good shock, you have to use that part. And this thing is really durable. I was really suspicious of this construction when I bought it. I thought it was not a lottery. I could just claim that this baton is poor and probably get a new one. But I was really suspicious because the mechanism inside this baton is really hard to understand, and they don't want you to understand because it's patented and it's quite complicated apparently, because just a push here and everything releases and it locks, and if you open this one apparently all shit will just fall out of it and you won't be able to put it together again unless you're a really savvy mechanical genius, I guess, or you have a lot of experience with springs and stuff. I mean, and we're talking flat spiral springs and shit. So, but this will hold. This will hold together. This can take a lot of abuse. I've tried this on my training dummies. Those training dummies weigh around what would that be, pounds, 20 pounds, filled with steel sand or steel shot, and a lot of duct tape and stuff. And I have just smashed this for hours and hours into it, and I have tried to smash with the tip and here, and well, it probably, of course, it takes some toll on the construction, but it's still functioning. In fact, it slides better. You can watch other videos on YouTube where people break wood and bend up crates and stuff with these batons. So, well, there you go. A really expensive steel pipe meant for use as a weapon. The advantage is that you can just put it in your pocket. And if it's allowed in your state or country, whatever, you can carry these around with you everywhere. I would like to, but I can't. Nice steel pipe.